Hey NoClip, Frank Howley here, and these are my favorite games of 2025. I spent the year researching across many conventions, arcades, and wrestling shows to sample the best the world has to offer, and this is what I loved most. I have to give an honorable mention to EA's Skate. This is a game I both enjoy and am super disappointed by. When it comes to the skating, it's smooth and relaxing. It's the same core satisfaction of pulling off cool tricks and getting into a flow state that the series has always had. But it's missing a lot of what made the original games great. Instead of a standard career mode, the missions feel like one long forced tutorial with annoying characters. Once you're past that, you're left grinding open world activities to collect rip chips to unlock product boxes with bland cosmetics. The secret to enjoying Skate is ignoring all that. All my fun is from exploring the city, trying out crazy glitches and tricks, and laughing along with friends. I've played over 30 hours and it's not quite the Skate 4 I've always wanted, but the fact that we got a new Skate in any form is a miracle. Silent Hill F was a big surprise this year. I haven't liked any of the Silent Hills after 3, but this was promising because instead of America, the new setting is 1960s Japan. There's no guns, only melee combat, but your character evolves in freakish ways which keeps the combat and pacing fresh. I enjoyed the game's dark story, unsettling monster designs, and rewarding progression. You can upgrade your character and equip different items to suit your playstyle, and New Game Plus unlocks new collectibles for a total of 5 endings. The Scarecrow sequence is a huge standout, and I loved how sadistic and nasty the cutscenes are. It's a great mid-sized survival horror game, not too long, unnerving, and good replay value. Another honorable mention is WWE 2K25. This year my wrestling fandom was deeper than ever. I saw Joshi wrestling at Korakuen Hall, went to Vegas WrestleMania weekend for all the indie shows, and watched almost 2 years worth of WCW. All those locations, wrestlers, and love for this stupid sport can be reimagined perfectly thanks to its robust community creations. It's the Gary's Mod of wrestling. The core gameplay of 2K has gotten better and faster. It doesn't quite play as tight as N64 or PS2 classics, but it's getting there. I enjoy my faction mode, laughed at the game's story using Mongo and Mina Shirakawa, loved Paul Heyman's cutscenes, and am endlessly surprised by the detail fans bring into the customization. This was my most played PS5 game with 95 hours. It's not about liking WWE, it's about having a big budget wrestling sandbox that you can book to your heart's content. I love it. After remakes of Katamari Damacy and We Love Katamari, we finally got a new game and it delivered perfectly. Katamari is one of my favorite series. I love its DNA of cute art design, the rolling satisfaction of picking up items, and its awesome Japanese pop soundtrack. Even though series creator Keta Takahashi wasn't involved in this project, it still hits the mark and was a blast to play. The unique hook this time is each area is a specific time period. You have dinosaurs, Edo Japan, contemporary Japan, Wild West America, ancient Greece, and more fun settings that gives the level a unique focus. I got the Platinum Trophy in about 15 hours, so I appreciate that the game wasn't too long of a grind. It was the perfect length, and I hope the next Katamari isn't another decade away.
Let's get this started, huh? Let's get it started, yeah.
Battlefield 6 deserves a mention because it's a multiplayer shooter I've put tons of time into playing solo. I enjoy being a medic and spamming revives. I like being a sniper and scouting enemies. I enjoy the Battle Royale mode set in Southern California. I like grinding Battle Pass challenges and unlocking cosmetics for guns I'll never use. It doesn't matter what side wins or loses, I'm having fun the entire time. Everything in the game looks, sounds, and feels superb. In a year where Call of Duty felt too fast and bland, this game has the perfect pace. You can ignore the campaign, but the multiplayer is awesome. One of my favorite games launched back in 2022, but I only played it this year thanks to the new PS5 port. I heard about it from a friend in Akihabara who went to the game's art exhibit and recommended it. I couldn't believe how funny and close to home it was. Needy Streamer Overdose is a game about a NEET that aspires to be an internet angel. She launches a streaming career and you act as her boyfriend and manager. It's a visual novel where you're balancing her followers, stress, affection, and darkness. It's got dozens of endings, each one funny and shocking. The only good ending is where she decides to quit streaming. It's satirical and deeply authentic. It's also a great Tokyo game. You can spend days off looking for figures at Nakano Broadway, go shopping in Shibuya or Harajuku, or go to the otaku mecca of Akihabara. There's even a fake Disneyland. As someone who keeps obsessively going to Japan, it's a funny and true representation of my own anime tourist fixations. And like Hypnospace Outlaw, it's also a great time capsule and parody of internet culture. I was blown away by the whole package. Not only is it one of the best games of 2025 and 2022, but now one of my favorite games of all time. 2025 was a big year for Nintendo as they launched the Switch 2, and I'm surprised there was a game I loved. Donkey Kong Bonanza feels similar to Mario Odyssey in that each stage is a giant fun platforming sandbox to hunt collectibles, but what makes this game awesome is its chaos. The environmental destruction is incredible. It's so fun to blast through levels hunting bananas. I never really got into Minecraft. I like endlessly digging tunnels, but I hate crafting and survival. Here it feels like Nintendo figured out a way to give me great satisfaction and purpose to mining. It feels like I'm breaking the game because all I do is destroy the entire level, but that's the point. It's joyous and a big, rewarding adventure. I don't think I'm even halfway through, but I'm taking my sweet time exploring each level. This game alone makes Switch 2 worth it.
Kata! Okay, na.
Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii has an insane title, but it fits the crazy goofiness of the game. This is essentially an expansion to last year's Infinite Wealth, but instead of turn-based JRPG combat, it returns to the fun beat-em-up action of older Yakuza games. This came out in early February, and I got the Platinum Trophy within a month. It's got fun pirate ship combat, hack-and-slash chaos, and loaded with side activities. Anytime a Yakuza game comes out, it will always end up in my favorites because these games hit everything I like. It's a perfect blend of silly Japanese humor, Sega charm, and the environments are always a pleasure to explore. The game reuses the same map as Hawaii from Infinite Wealth, but there's also new pirate islands. I love the tropical setting and was happy that the game connects to the main Yakuza story. Wherever the series goes in the future, I'm along for the ride. 2025 was the year I finally beat Death Stranding. In anticipation of Death Stranding 2's release, I went back to my abandoned save to rush through the story so I could play the new one. Along the way, the game finally clicked. I think in 2019 I wasn't ready for it. Kojima's games have always been unique and hard to swallow. When I played Metal Gear Solid 1 as a kid, I was frustrated with the stealth and wanted to rush through it, killing everyone. When I played MGS3, I hated having to maintain my stamina and hunger in the jungle. By the time I got to Death Stranding 2, having finished 1, I understood it was okay to take my time learning the game. I enjoyed the calm, steady hiking and driving across Australia. I loved building roads and transporting packages to different bases and meeting the strange characters inside. I adored the bizarre cutscenes and breathtaking action. But most of all, I liked playing a game that gave me space to chill out and reach a Zen flow state. It took 6 years, but I finally enjoyed Death Stranding. The sequel makes loads of quality of life changes for a smoother experience, puts more combat in its direct story path, and gives colorful variety to its open world. It's my favorite new game of 2025, but not exactly the best game I played this year. For that, I needed to leave my room and go to the arcade. 2025 was the year I challenged myself to learn how to properly play Dance Dance Revolution. I needed a new activity where I could be outgoing and social. Being in Southern California, I'm surrounded by Round 1 arcades which are fully loaded with the latest rhythm games from Japan. That includes Dance Dance Revolution World, the 2024 update of DDR. This game features over 1,300 songs and offers an e-amusement card which allows you to track your high scores. I realized this was a game I could learn and play anywhere. I obsessed over it. On my trips to Tokyo, I explored arcades in Akihabara to find the perfect DDR spot. I crashed out on Red Bull and sweated over the free play DDR Extreme machine at PAX West. I went to TwitchCon San Diego just so I could film interviews with DDR players. I was also treated with kindness from fellow enthusiasts who gladly shared tips and tricks. It took me back to being a kid, when my dad would bring me to arcades to spend time with me. Here I was 24 years later, still going to arcades in Orange County to play Bimani's game. I love being exposed to its wild variety of music. I love the exercise and freedom of expression I get from dancing on its steps. I'm still clumsy, but I feel fearless as I try to match the game's patterns and have seen myself improve over the past few months. It's also been a blast inviting friends alongside me to play. Everyone has their own stories associated with the game, and I hope to put together a bigger video in the future. DDR is its own subculture, and I'm overwhelmed by how much there is to cover. For now, I'll just say that Dance Dance Revolution World, the current iteration of DDR, is absolutely my favorite game discovery of 2025. It encouraged me to adventure out in the world, rekindle connections with friends, and kept me physically active. It's absolutely one of the best games of all time. This is Frank Howley reporting for NoClip 2. Thanks for watching.